Morning everybody, and welcome to Sunday morning's live stroll. Now if you were with me this time last week, we were in Great Yarmouth, and guess what guys, it was windy and wet and cold. Now this morning it is windy and wet but not cold, 12.3 degrees when I looked on the thermometer before I came out the door, so not too bad. However, I am hoping that this rain just remains as it is, this sort of drizzle, because that isn't going to be too much of a problem. Anything else, Julie might get a phone call when we get the other side, because we are going for a longer stroll this morning. It's one that we've not done for a while, but if I've had enough by the around the other side, I might be calling my chauffeur. We'll see. Anyway, they are tucked up in bed, Juliet and Ralphie, little Ralphie that is. And yeah, come along with us this morning. It's going to be a wet and windy walk. Trying to avoid the daffodils, guys, because the daffodils are really coming out, so I'm trying to avoid them at the same time. I'm not sure Azra has the same candour as me. She just bundles through it, but anyway, she's learning. Anyway, what's everybody up to today? Is it a normal work day for you? Hopefully not. Leisure day, nothing day. Are you going on holiday? If you are going on holiday, you're getting out this rubbish weather, aren't you? Just over a month and we'll be having our first holiday abroad this year. Cannot wait. Looking forward to it. This will be the first time, I think, I can't remember ever going away this early in the year. Usually you normally wait till sort of, well, we've been in May before, to be fair, end of April, beginning of May. We went to America to do that. One of the best times we ever went to America for the parks. End of April, beginning of May. Little spoiler tip there, if that helps anybody. Thank you for the like early on. But yeah, never this early, sort of end of March, beginning of April. We are away for James's birthday. Also for Mother's birthday, but obviously she'll be here in the UK. She is on cat and tortoise duty whilst we're away. And I don't know how well the sound is this morning, guys, with this wind as it is, but hopefully it's not horrendous. But as I say, this is a different stroll we're doing this morning, a lot longer. Bear with it. I'm enjoying it in the dry. I'm the one getting wet. Alright, we'll cross over because the roadworks. Azra, come on, good girl. So if you've been with me before, you'll know we have we've come up this road when we do the wooded area stroll, so it gives you a little bit of a perspective of where we're heading. But then some of you might have done this stroll before, some of you might not have. I don't do it that often actually. In fact, I haven't done it since before we went to Euro Disney, because I've not been able to. But this is the first time this morning that I've got up and thought, we're doing it. And that's before I came out the door and knew what the weather was doing, guys. Because I think I'd have chosen to do something else. Still traffic lights down here. This is going to be a nightmare with the school runs and stuff as of tomorrow when the kids are back. I don't see this being complete today. Wait and see, won't we? Thanks to everyone saying hi, and I appreciate you not allowing me to talk to myself. People dive in and dive out of the strolls, so I never worry about whether I'm talking to myself or not, really. If I see it goes down to 0, I just listen to the bird song instead. Doesn't matter to me, I'm out anyway. It's so nice to be coming out in the light, guys. It isn't as light as the camera is showing, but it's light enough now. What's the time? 5 to 7. So we probably could have come out 10 minutes ago, I reckon, maybe a little bit more than that, but not a lot. Maybe 10 to 15 minutes ago was just about all right. So it's getting there each day. If you are new here, please do like and subscribe. It does mean a lot. We are out every day doing these live strolls, dog walks. I've had to change the wording to dog walk as opposed to strolls. Apparently YouTube doesn't recognise it as much. A stroll as opposed to dog walk. So I don't know. Right, Azra's going to the loo, I think, so we'll just sort that out in a minute. I almost forgot to come out with dog bags, guys, which is totally unlike me, but I did. So I went back and got them, because I'm not one of those people. Just let her sort herself out. Unfortunately, there are a few bins along here. Yesterday, if you were with me, you will know I had a right nightmare. Wait. Right, well, back, guys. Sorry about that. And again, I had a nightmare with the bag. I don't know what's going on with this little patch of bags we've got. Need to have a look before we come out just to see if it's a bad roll or whatever. Anyway. Point is, cleared it up. So if you've been with me before, as I say, if you've been up here, we are heading right to the very end. Now that'll be going past Azra's horsey friends. No, we haven't been up here for a couple of weeks now. As I say, last week we were in Great Yarmouth. Hopefully you join me for that horror show live where I was getting blown to pieces, sand in my face. If you haven't seen it, watch it back. Quite entertaining, guys. Come on, Azra, lead on. We're not stopping for the red light. Oh, they're giving us the green light. Thank you. Very kind of you. So as far as you can see with this road, guys, that's as far as we're going. And then we cross over. Just got to tighten this up. I've just seen it flopping around. If you ever see that happening, guys, tell me. It was really flopping around the camera. Right. Come on then, let's go. Azra. James has got a football match down there a little bit later. What lovely weather for it. It is supposed to get better later on this morning, but it's going to be a little bit wet underfoot. Good thing I've got my boots. Good morning to everyone saying hi. Thanks for all the comments coming in. Do appreciate that. I used to live in Ipswich. That's not a million miles from here, far enough. Hour maybe. We're sort of South Cambridge here. Cambridgeshire, as they like to say, the posh people. They are there, so you've got two there, small one and the bigger one, and then the other big one is just over there with its back to us. There you are. Come on, Azra. So I'm going to be out for about, I reckon, about 45 minutes to an hour this morning. I didn't start straight away, but more or less straight away. Because a lot of this regular viewers would have seen before, but it just gives you an idea of sort of the different sort of strolls we've got in the village. This is probably the longest I think I can do, actually, this one. So there's no build up, guys, to a sort of longer stroll. This is just the longest stroll. So, as I said, Julia hopefully is tuned in and watching with little Ralphie. So if my leg packs up, or have enough of this crappy weather, she's on speed dial. So the next little bit, guys, is going to be a bit muddy and rubbishy, I reckon. I don't know. I know this next bit, what we get into, is always pretty muddy and mucky. Not from Norwich, no. As I say, South Cambridge. Right, so what my thought is, as you can see, it is pretty muddy, is to try and just use the edge of the farmer's field here to stay off this horrible track for now. You can see Azra do her agility training in a minute. Over the stile. And she'll make it into a massive to-do. Oh, straight over. Azra, wait. Her ears flop back. Azra, wait. Wait. Can't hear any traffic because we are crossing the A10. This is quite a fast little section here between the villages. So you've always just got to be careful. And we're good to go. Obviously that way to Cambridge, that way back to London and Royston. Yeah, I guess you're right there about the weather. We're very lucky when others get sort of loads of rain or loads of snow. We always seem to sort of avoid the worst of it. So you're probably right there. I will agree there. We are very lucky from that point of view. Although this morning with this wind whipping across this field, you wouldn't think it. But yeah, could be worse, couldn't it? This field could be like a swamp from all the rain, but we're quite lucky. We're going to go across this little bridge, and then we're heading straight ahead, and then we've got to go underneath the railway line, which again, if you've been with me before, guys, you'll know for an oldie like me, which you'll see in about 5 minutes. The field's not being very waterlogged. Well, this one certainly is, even sort of walking to the side. It's pretty boggy, but at least we're not walking clean in the mud. underpass, guys. This little bit. I'd say for about another 5 minutes, not even that probably now, until we're sort of back to more hard standing, and then it's pretty much, I think, hard stand the whole way back actually. Shame we've not seen any trains this morning yet. You know, I might like want to rumble over the bridge as we go under it. Azra's living her best life over there. If I come this side, I might actually see her a bit more. There we go. As I say, thank you for all the likes, thank you for all the comments. We're about an hour, wow, no, depends where you go, but I'd say that's an hour to an hour and a half to the seaside. There is a train, guys. Let's hope we got one. For you train spotters out there, service between Cambridge and London, King's Cross, that's the direction that's going in. So there is a sort of an overbridge that you can go over, but the style is designed in such a way that unless you've got a small dog that you can pick up, there's absolutely no way you can go over, so you've got to go under. So, alright for Her Majesty there. But for me, oh my lord, I've got to curl myself up twice. Barking mad. Is that the dog or me? I don't know why still these comments come through straight away, guys, and I apologise because it's on the old chest mount. So apologies if I miss anything, but that is genuinely the reason why. So I think we're about to get to probably most muddiest bit. Azra, this side. Good girl. A little bit more protection before this abomination. And guys, this is the way. Oh God, this is the way the kids are going to be walking to school tomorrow from this village. That is quite incredible. They'll get to school absolutely filthy. And I'm slipping. I'm really struggling, guys, to stand. I don't mind telling you. You can hear my reactions. They're not put on. Literally, my right foot, which is nearest to the mud, it's like a skating rink. Okay, so this is the style I was telling you about. No way Azra could go, almost just fell over then, guys. There's no way Azra could go above that. So we're going to go under, and this could be a horror show. Azra, wait, because this is going to be really slippery. You can see how slowly I'm going, guys. I really don't want to go over. And I'm sure there's a lot of you hoping it happens. Wait. Because there's water here as well. Right, I think that is the worst of that little section, though now we've got slippery rocks. Keep going, Azra. Keep going. Don't pull. And we're through. Thank the Lord, there wasn't much. Oh, look at the state of me. Oh my Lord. Guys, I am covered, my arm. And all that was protecting my arm on the inside from actually going over. This will be straight in the wash when we get home. That was always the plan anyway. That could have been a highlight reel, couldn't it? Alright, so we're going to go up here. Azra, good girl. Over the bridge. That was as worse as I've ever seen that little underpass. I know if Julie would have come with me, she'd have met me on the other side with Ralphie. She'd have picked him up and gone across. She is a Labrador cross beagle, so Labrador size and beagle colours. She's a rescue dog. She was found at the side of a road in a box, dumped. She's going for the windmills, guys. Come on. And we've had her now just over 4.5 years. And she's still very apprehensive of vehicles of any kind. So we're actually in the next village from ours now. So as soon as you sort of cross the railway line sort of border, that's when you go from one village to another. And then what we'll do, which you'll see shortly, we'll walk along the high road here, and then we can cross over the railway line, but a proper train bridge, and that sort of brings us back into our village. So it's sort of a big circle. Distance-wise at the minute, 1.15 miles. She's very inquisitive, this one, let me assure you. So it doesn't surprise me that the police might use them for certain jobs, because she sniffs out food very quickly. But because she's a bit of a rescue dog, and of course she was in sort of care for a bit, she's one of these dogs that as soon as food is there, she's on it. You know, there's no pace yourself, it's just gollop down. And that's a shame really, isn't it? But again, it is what it is. You can't take that out of a rescue dog sometimes. That's their early life. So hopefully you're enjoying the different stroll this morning, guys, without the use of the artificial lights. We are doing live strolls every day, Monday to Friday. We are still having to use the artificial light and staying sort of relatively local to home. Saturdays will not be long, I don't think, before we can start doing maybe more field walks. And obviously you're enjoying this one today. Come on, Azra. And what we've been very lucky with this morning so far, we haven't seen any dogs. Because Azra is known for being overly zealous when she sees another dog. And it comes across as quite boisterous. Let's just put it like that, guys. Playfully. She hasn't got a bad bone in her body, really. She's just overzealous and excitable. Do make sure you like and subscribe. As I say, we try and do these every day, and once we get a little bit more light, we'll be able to do far more of this sort of thing rather than just the sort of the residential bits. Right, she's going to the loo again. Hopefully we're not going to have another bag mishap. That was relatively painless this time, guys, after the last time. So in a minute we'll be crossing over. In fact, as soon as we get to this little sort of chicane here. Come on, Azra, let's cross. Good girl. She looks at me like she doesn't know where she's going. She knows exactly where she's going. As I say, we're going to be crossing over the train bridge in a minute. And it's a far more... So we just have to get round here. Come on. Good girl. Good morning.
Morning.
What a polite chap. And I see him a lot when I leave for work in the morning, so he must go for long walks to be here. Or maybe he's sort of exploring a bit more now. You got the light in the mornings, perhaps. I don't know. But first time I've ever spoken to him. So I'm usually in the car when I see him. Okay, so we're now going over the train bridge. Azra hates it's gone. No trains either way at the minute, which is a shame. And this here, guys, is the new path. It used to be a dirt path all the way back up to the village. But now, as I say, completely redone. And that's where, Azra, wait, come back. That's where we were, where that green, more lusher field is. That's where we were, sort of coming up and then sort of back round. So it gives you an idea of where we've been and where we're going. Have a look. I think that says 9 minutes until the next train. Well, we're not waiting 9 minutes. Is it 9 or is it 5? I don't think it really matters. Azra, come here. Look at her. She was already down the path. I'm just going to wait and see what it actually says. If it was a couple of minutes, we'll just run with it. Yeah, 5 minutes, right, we're not waiting. Right. Okay, all these bikes here. I mean, this one looks like it's seen better days. Look at that wheel. Jeepers creepers. No wonder they're not taking it. All it needs is a new wheel, puppy. All it needs is a new wheel. It'll probably be alright. Be like one of those Mr. Bean sketches trying to ride that bike home, wouldn't it? If you know, you know. Come on, Azra. Right, have I missed anything on here? Little Ralphie said hi. Shall we come and meet you near the church? Like and subscribe. Thank you very much for that. It looks like we're going to meet up with Little Ralphie. Now that's going to be about 10 minutes, guys. I didn't actually see the message, so if Julia is still online, which she may well be, if you are, we'll meet at the church. If you're not, we'll see you on the other side somewhere. So in the summer, if you've been with me, guys, you will know that there were loads of sheep in here, and Azra had never seen sheep before, and she was quite perturbed but excitable. I can't tell you the exact date of some of these live strolls, guys, so I apologise. Maybe I should put on them where we're going, but then that's enough more information for the algorithm, so I don't think that's a good idea. But yeah, we had done this before where she saw the sheep. Very excitable. But she's looking for them, but she can't see them. Because they're not there, Azra. They're probably well and truly tucked up in their barn. Glorified barn over there, guys. We might be the wooden ones, but very right. Wind is for everyone. This is going to probably be the worst bit of it. vlogs that we do, and my face is on there plenty of times. It's a nightmare to turn the camera around, so I'm not going to do that. But if you're interested in my lovely face, I don't know why you would be, but if you want to see any of the vlogs, plenty on there. Last weekend did Great Yarmouth. I did a live on the Sunday morning, which was horrendous, and then there's a vlog that's come out of our walk along the beach all the way up to from essentially Waterways, which is sort of the Britannia Pier end, right up to the Wellington Pier, the other end, and then back again. We looked around the shops. We stay, when we go to Great Yarmouth, in the Imperial Hotel, which is near Waterways. Now, we've only ever stayed there and one other hotel, which is down the other end, sort of the casino end. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, it was like 40 towers. It was the worst experience of my life. And thank the Lord we were only there one night. If you want to go to Great Yarmouth, it's a little bit more money, pay a bit more and go to the Imperial. Beautiful 4 to 5 star hotel. You get looked after very well. I can't tell you and speak highly enough of it. I really can't. No, I am married with a son as well. Again, plenty of vlogs on there if you're interested. You see a lot of our vlogs that we do. The last one we all did together was Euro Disney, end of last year. They were really good, we enjoyed that. And then, as I say, Julie and I did a Valentine's special last weekend, going to Great Yarmouth for the Valentine's ball at the Imperial. Again, we sort of do that every other year, and we might go to the Imperial and sort of just have a meal and stay without doing the sort of ball. The ball is good, but we bring the average age down, guys, probably by about 15 to 20 years. We love going there, but when you're the youngest in the room, it's hard work. Only the one son. Am I shy? I don't think I'm shy. I've been used to my job. I deal with people every single day of the week, and I don't think I'd have lasted 25 years doing it if I was shy. I keep myself to myself. I don't mind telling you that. But when I'm in the public domain, I will talk. What I was meaning about the age gap was that when you're sort of 15 to 20 years younger than most of the people in the room, it is hard generationally to sort of always talk about stuff. But we struck up a few conversations. It was all right. The staff, we know the staff. In fact, one of the staff actually was in a different area, and they came to see us because they knew we were there, which was lovely. But my YouTube demographic tells me that my strongest subscribers count is the over 65s. So I must be doing something right. And after the UK, I think the United States is my second highest percentage of people watching. They probably quite enjoy watching some sensible TV, don't they, I guess? I can't remember the third now. It's somewhere in Europe. I think it's Germany, actually. Anyway, I've had this bag far too long, and I've probably walked past at least 2 bins whilst I've been talking to you guys. So, more for me. But we are going to be seeing little Ralphie soon. So we're now coming back into our little village. Now this is where, having a chest mount, people will start looking at you if you see them, because I think, what's he doing? I don't care, I'm not doing anything wrong, am I? Having a chat with my friends. Where are we now distance wise? 1.74 miles. By the time we get home, guys, it'll be knocking on for 3 miles by the time we get home. Where we're going to come across Julia and little Ralphie, your guess is as good as mine. That's if they're even coming. The town centre is quite small. I don't know if any of you've been with me before, but there isn't much to it. So we're not quite there yet. Probably about another 5 minutes. But remembering, guys, this is not a city. This is a little village. It's not even a town. It's a village. Although some would say it's a small town now, with the amount of new houses that have been going up. Finally a bin. I know I've walked past at least one, guys, whilst we've been talking today. I'm not going that way, Azra. Not getting even more muddy going over the fields. We'll stick to the path now. Plus, Julia and little Ralphie are on. It's Ralph's birthday today, guys. He's 11 today, bless him. So you'll see him in a minute. There is a little short on the channel already, wishing him a happy birthday. Don't often see him, to be honest, because these long walks, I struggle to do them. But what I will say is, guys, my leg is completely pain-free. And you've no idea what a blessing that is. To the 1st of January, I could barely walk, to now almost the 1st of March. With physiotherapy and correct exercises, we are rocking and rolling again. And it is a blessing. For those that don't know, popped my hip out and did very bad damage to the ligaments in my left upper leg. Coming back from Disneyland, funnily enough, last year. Lived with it until just before Christmas, thinking it was just a thigh strain. Walking around quite happily. Well, not happily at all. And then I said, I've got to go to the doctors and get some help. Fortunately, I've got Bupa. And they got me straight in. And as I say, 95% on the mend. Just as I talked to you, a little bit of strain on the sort of thigh area. But this has been quite a long stroll. And if you were with me when I was slipping and sliding, almost falling in the stream, you'll know it's been a bit of a testing stroll this morning. Anyway, are we going to see little Ralphie and Julia? We'll stick to the main road, because I'm sure that's the way they will come, and the way that they will know that I will be going back. Very sensible that she didn't come out. Half past the hour chimes at the church. Currently 7:30, guys. What do we got? What have I missed here? Oh, we're talking about Yarmouth, sorry, okay. We've lots of restaurants, yeah. Seaside but lovely. Here she is. Here's little Ralphie. Have you been keeping up with our stroll? Yeah. Go on. I'm absolutely knackered. Did you see me almost fall over? No. Going across that field from the A10 to the next village, going underneath the railway line. Almost ended up in the stream. You'd have gone out, you'd have crossed over. I've said that. You'd have crossed over with Ralph if you'd have been with us. You wouldn't have put up with that. Ralphie trying to trip me over. Ralphie, go on, go ahead. Go on. So you can see Ralphie and Azra. as I said, wish Ralph happy birthday. He is 11 today. As I say, there is a little short on the channel already. You can see how Azra prefers to walk with, can't you guys? And she's walking beautifully this morning, I must say, considering now Ralph's on the scene. Because normally it's a horror show. Fine by herself, excitable when her brother's here. I had quite a few likes this morning, so thank you for that. Viewer numbers have been up and down, that's fine, they always are, for my little channel. I'm out anyway, so I bring you guys with me as well. Azra, come on. Come on. You're supposed to be leading, Ralph. You wouldn't have seen, did you see when I came across the train bridge and I saw the guy with the funny glasses that we see outside our house in the mornings? My point is, he either does very long walks or he's exploring a bit more now, got light in the mornings.
Yeah.
Because that was miles away from where he normally would be. Azra. So we're beginning to see some more cars now, guys, which, as I've told you before and you've probably seen before, Azra doesn't love. Especially the buses. Little Ralphie over there. Thank you for the comments. I will reply to the comments properly when I get home because I can't always reply when I'm walking. So thank you for your comments. Love hearts, no less. Thank you for that. I did want to bring my vlogging camera as well this morning, but I just couldn't get it to magnetise properly to my jacket. And where I've got the chest mount, it would have blocked the other camera. So I couldn't do both. But hopefully this has been good enough. Hopefully the internet hasn't played up too much. I was a bit worried about it round by the train line because of the electrical interference around there. But it might have done me a favour had I fallen in the stream. It wasn't just the mud, it was the slippery rocks underneath as well. Low flying bird there. Let's wipe both of us out. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to wrap this one up. So I hope you have a lovely Sunday, and we will reconvene a lot earlier tomorrow. Have a